Okay, greetings. This is a review of evaluating functions with algebraic expressions. One of the concepts people had some issues with. So what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to work a few examples and kind of explain as I go. So as you can see, I have the function f of x is x squared plus 4x minus 6, and it wants me to find f of t plus 2. Whenever I evaluate a function, whatever is in the parentheses, I replace it with the variable that's in parentheses of the original function. So I'm going to replace every x with t plus 2. And what I get is t plus 2 squared plus 4 times t plus 2. And then, of course, plus 6. From that point, I'm going to go ahead and simplify this algebraic expression. Generally, the mistakes occur on this guy right here. This part is just distributing, and that's just a 6. So generally the mistake happens here because for whatever reason in earlier algebra classes, people didn't know how to square binomials. Now in this video, I'm not really going over squaring binomials. There's another video dedicated just to that. So I'm just going to go through the process of evaluating these functions. I will briefly talk about what I do to evaluate to square the binomial, but if you need more practice on squaring binomials, there's a separate video for that. So when I square this, I should get t squared plus 4t plus 4. I'm going to go ahead and distribute this 4. That's 4t plus 8. And then you have the plus 6. So the tough part is done. And then just to talk briefly about what I did to square this binomial, you notice I have t squared and 4. That is these two terms squared. And this 4t is just a product of those times 2. And again, if that little explanation didn't make sense, look at the squaring binomials video. So from here, I'm just going to combine my like terms. I have a t and a t there. I have these constants here. So I should get t squared plus 8t plus 1218. All right, so that's how we do that problem. Again, I'm just going to work a few other examples. So let's take a look at another example. So let's put a number in front of f of x, this time in an original function. So let's say f of x is 5x squared. Let's put a minus sign in front of the x term, minus 2x plus 10. And let's find f of t minus 4. So we're going to find f of t minus 4. So you know the deal. Everywhere I see an x, I'm going to plug in t minus 4. So this is 5 times t minus 4 squared minus 2 times t minus 4 plus 10. Now, again, I'm going to square this guy. Now, understand the order of operations. I have to square. I have to do exponents before I multiply. So I got to square this guy first and multiply second. If I multiply first and square second, I'm going to get an incorrect answer. So let me square this guy first. So if I square it, that's t squared minus 8t plus 16. And distribute this negative 2 minus 2t plus 8. And then you got your plus 10. And now we can distribute this 5. This is 5t squared minus 40t plus 80 minus 2t. Now you can just combine the 8 and the 10 plus 18. And now again, we're going to combine our like terms. So I have a t there, constant there, constant there. So I get 5t squared minus 42t plus 98. So again, now we'll look at another example. So this time we'll put a negative number in front of x squared. So let's say f of x is negative 3x squared plus 4x minus 8. And let's find f of x plus h. All right, so this one, we're going to find f of x plus h. Again, the same rules apply, the beauty of mathematics. So whatever in these parentheses, I just replace it with x, nothing more, nothing less. So this is going to be negative 3 times x plus h squared plus 4 times x plus h minus 8. So once again, I'll do my exponent before I multiply. So this would be negative 3. So now I'm squaring this guy. And I should get x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. I'm going to distribute this 4, and that's going to give me 4x plus 4h, and then, of course, minus 8. Next, I'll distribute this negative 3, and that'll be negative 3x squared minus 6xh minus 3h squared plus 4x plus 4h minus 8. Good news is, as I look at all these terms, I don't see any like terms. And so that is my answer. Very beautiful looking answer. Okay, my last example. So this was one a lot of you had questions about. So I'm going to find f of x plus h minus f of x. Very nice technique. So let's say f of x is 2x squared minus 10x plus 4. And we want to find f of x plus h minus f of x. Now, there's a particular reason why I've been asking you to find f of x plus h, and why I've been asking you to find f of x plus h minus f of x. So this is part of a very important formula that we cover a little bit later. So we're building to get to that particular point. So this is a pretty important deal. We just went over limits this week. So there's a certain limit that we take with this is a part of something, and we get a very beautiful result. Stay tuned. So, but anyway, to find this difference, I have to find f of x plus h. And when I do so, I'm going to subtract it from f of x, which I already know. I already know what f of x is. So I simply need to find f of x plus h, and then just take the difference of the two. So let me find f of x plus h. So f of x plus h, well, that guy would be 2 times x plus h squared minus 10 times x plus h plus 4. So that would be 2 times x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus 10x minus 10h plus 4, which would be 2x squared plus 4xh plus 2h squared minus 10x minus 10h plus 4. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is f of x plus h. Again, when you find f of x plus h, there won't be any like terms to combine in most cases. So I found f of x plus h, but the problem is asking me to do f of x plus h minus f of x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write f of x under here, and I'm going to put like terms underneath each other. So f of x is 2x squared. I'll put it right here. Minus 10x, I'll put the minus 10x right here. Plus 4, I put the plus 4 right here. Now, again, these guys are being subtracted. So this is being subtracted. So all this junk is being subtracted. So what's going to happen is the 2x squared is going to cancel. So you're going to have a 4xh plus a 2h squared. The minus 10x is going to cancel. You're going to have a minus 10h, and the 4s are going to cancel. So that guy is going to be your answer. All right, so that concludes our review of evaluating functions with algebraic expressions. If this is something you were struggling with, I hope this little quick review helped out.